My name is Prophet Mahmoud. I'm from Toledo, Ohio. I am a cast-off. A cast-off is being who you are even when it's unpopular, when your thoughts and what you stand for is different in the crowd. I got my start in music just by being a fan of rap music. I think I was inspired the most by Tupac. I started off playing basketball, but I was like that rebellious kid who always got into it with the coach and I always had to express myself, and I felt I could never express myself playing basketball. And so doing music, I could just say exactly what I want, how I feel, what's on my mind, what's in my heart at the time, without being interrupted. And so that's what got me into music, and that's why I love making music. My thoughts of music was, once you start getting a nice following, they start playing you on the radio, that you would get a lot of money. And so I had #1 songs on the radio in Toledo, Ohio, and I was still broke, standing on the corner. And so I had a misperception of that. And I had a misperception that the people I idolized in music were the same people they was on the music that they were in real life. And when you actually meet them, and they was not that. And so that was two of the biggest things, the misperceptions. And one more, and looking at it from their standpoint, when people listen to your music, they think that's how you are all the time. Like they just listen to your music and that's just coming off your mood, how you feeling at that time. And so when they meet you, they expect you to be in that mood, and that's not what you are at that time. You feel what I'm saying? You are that, but you're just in a different mood. And so those are things those are the biggest things I learned that I really didn't know with music. Don't look for handouts. Provide value to people. It's not what you can get from people, it's what you can give, what'll get you further. And you know that old saying, like, build relationships, that is so important. I really didn't believe that. I thought, like, long as you dope and you work hard, that would get you there. And so with me, I had that attitude, I'm gonna just do it on my own. If I don't like this person, I ain't dealing with them. I came in judgmental, and I got banned from a lot of circles that could have actually helped. And so what I would say is, you be a gentleman, man. You listen. Don't go in there telling what you know. You just listen for real. You take advice, even if you don't even apply it. Just listen, man, and just be a friend to people, because you never know who you need, because this shit is real cliquish. And so don't go in there with that attitude, judgmental, nose in there, like I'm the dopest, I'm the GOAT, all that. That'll get you, for real, that won't work a lot of times. You know, it might work sometimes, but that's like hitting the lottery. And so what I would tell anybody, man, humble yourself. Listen, ask people questions, provide value to other people and not just me. Listen to my music, sign me, buy this, provide value, and that will take you further than just coming there every day, give me attitude. I understand a lot of times as an independent artist or even a local artist, you have to work 9 to 5s, or you have to, I hate to say this, but you on the corner hustling and you got kids. The balance is, you just always have to remember what you put on this earth to do. And so you really had, I don't know, because I'm juggling it right now. And so I really don't have a good answer to that. But what I'm saying is, don't let other people's priorities, like your 9 to 5 or just like that, kill your dreams. Just always remember that and know why you're doing this. And I think that balance will work itself out if you love if you love this art, if you love it. But if you just like, this a quick lick, or I'm about to get some hoes and stuff like that, you would get lost and you would smother that shit, man. But if you love what you're doing, just remember that. Just remember that. I can't tell you the answer to that, but I could just say what I could say is, always remember what you put here to do, and remember your art form. Social media is a biggest blessing ever to me as far as music. But what I did is, I found, like, take Instagram for example. This is a strategy. I never told nobody this. You know, this is a good plan. So what I did is, when I drop a song, I find an artist who I think could do a song like that, or an artist similar to me, and I will follow all of their fans. Whoever like their stuff, I'll follow them. Say I follow 200 people. You know you're going to get 60 to follow you back. Once they follow you, then you send them your music. Like, can you watch my video? Let me know if you like it. Out of 60, probably 30 going to actually listen to it and might say they like it. So every day you win 30 fans on Instagram. You apply the same strategy on Facebook. You win 40 fans a day off that. You do the same thing on Twitter. And so I started looking at, I was winning 200 fans a day using social media. back in the day before that, I had to go to places and give out CDs. I might give out 1,000 CDs just to have 4 people say they like it. And that's $1,000 gone right there. And so the social media is free and the links is free. And so that's what I would do. And then when anybody told me they like it, I would thank them. And I would shout them out. And I would keep them real connected and close and make them a part of my cast-off movement. And so now I'm connected with 100 new people a day. So now I'm looking at like, oh shit. Then I find out where they stay at. Then I'm double back and going to their city with the physical cities. Now I'm getting booked in their cities and stuff like that. And they follow me on social media. And that's how I built my social media up. The one-on-one relationship stopped me from being where I know I should have been at. Just being a jerk. Just being judgmental. Like, man, this dude got purple hair, bro, and a tongue ring. I ain't dealing with him. And he was actually a genuine person who actually could have helped. And so when I had to self-check myself and be like, who the fuck are you to be judging somebody, bro? Then when I start embracing people and providing value for them, like, instead of, hey, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? I'll be like, look, I got a nice social media. You need help with that? I can promote that for you. Or DJ, do you need me to go help host your party? I won't charge you nothing. DJs like, oh, okay, let me hear your song. Then they'll put me in rotation. And that's how my son, I grew up on the corner, started getting in the club and eventually hit the radio in Ohio. And it helped me out like in the Duluth and Lawrenceville area in the club there. Just by going to the DJs like, bro, I could host for you for free. Like, I mean, and just meeting them and being a genuine person. That helped. Even with magazines, just like providing value, like, bro, I got a nice social media, let me shout you out and let me bring you some of my audience and stuff like that. And then when you provide them and you give them a favor, they won't mind giving you a favor on their platform and stuff like that. And so that's how it helped me out, just by helping somebody else and not really expecting nothing, just knowing, I believe in a spiritual law. When you give, it be given to you. Whatever you do, you're going to get back. And so I apply my spirituality to regular life. Like, let me just help people. And now I realize I'm getting like, damn, hey, Prophet, let's team up and let's throw this party together. Or Prophet, hey, come check me out at the club tonight. I got you on rotation. And so that's how it helped me for real. TuneCore is the dopest shit ever, bro. And I'm not being cliches because that's who I'm doing an interview with. But what TuneCore has done for me, TuneCore got, okay, like some people just come to you with scams like, I'll get you distribution, I can get you all over, like I can get you in Hawaii, LA. Like, why the fuck would I have my album in the stores in Hawaii and nobody in Hawaii know me? You feel what I'm saying? What TuneCore did for me is it put me on iTunes, it put me on Spotify, it put me on every distribution everywhere, without having to go through a middleman and being signed to these people to distribute my music. I go right on TuneCore, upload my stuff, and I am worldwide. Somebody in Africa could go buy my album off TuneCore. And that's just the dopest thing. It's no middleman. It's all, I'm really a self-owned independent company, and that's because of TuneCore. I don't have to go to a distributor and middleman. And so that's what TuneCore did to me. I had to get my fans together using that strategy I was talking about earlier. And TuneCore is how they could actually buy and stream my music. And so TuneCore, that was the biggest blessing ever, man. Like, that is the greatest thing ever, man. And when TuneCore started doing the merchandise, oh, it's gonna be over. One thing I want to say, and I want to this is what I live by: be who you are, even when it's unpopular. You know, and just because everybody else around you is doing that, I ain't even talking about, let's fuck the music. Just in life, if everybody around you gossiping, lying, being petty, remain who you are, man. Don't be that knick-knack, petty-ass person doing the same thing they doing to get even with them, because when you lower your morals and your standards, you become them, man. Have your set of morals and your values and just stand on that shit. No matter what, even in the music, man, if you believe in this song and if you believe in what you're doing and you doing this for a cause, bro, just because they popping with that shit they doing, man, just remain who you are, man. And I believe if you stick to what you really believe, it might take a little longer, but it's gonna work out in your favor. And so that's my whole thing, man. Just be who you are, even when it's unpopular, man. Don't sell out your morals and your values for nothing, man. And that's what I live by, and I just hope that be the legacy that I leave behind, that people embrace who they are and not sell out their beliefs just for what's cool at that time, for real.